this is the first time we've had you here, so that's exciting. What can you tell us about Rollo?
Rollo? What do you want to know?
Everything.
Rollo versus Ragnar.
Rollo versus Ragnar. Like I said in there, it's the only way I can describe it is that they're both made from the same mould, but they are so different. And, you know, it's kind of you can't live with them, you can't live without them. And the brothers have been struggling all through the first series, and their personalities are so different. He's very mercurial, he's unpredictable. Rollo's very grounded and he's sort of volcanic. He's ready to explode at any time, like a hedonist. And I think these two need to work out their ways, and the only way that's come to the point where they can only work them out on the battlefield. What you're going to see in Series 2 is going to be devastating for certain people, and some people might not come out alive because of the actions that Rollo takes. So, you know, it's whether he chooses to redeem himself or whether he makes his play and suits him.
Why do you think he chooses now to betray his brother after 2 previous times?
It's a big thing in the Viking Age to feel like you're living in someone's shadow and to feel like you're missing out on the fame and fortune and your position in society is a big thing to the Vikings. And because they set out to be equal in Rollo's eyes anyway, it's not necessarily the way Ragnar sees it, but in Rollo's eyes he feels like he's been hard done by. That he's done everything with Ragnar and they should both reap the rewards. But when they get off the boat the first time, everyone's singing his brother's name and he's like, Ragnar, it gets to him. And I think he stays strong. He does love his brother, and he's been through so much, and he's had literally everything offered to him by Earl Haraldsson and Jarl Borg. I think is a little bit clever. He's a different type of person than what he's not used to, and he's manipulated him and he's exploited his weakness. So he feels like he can't live in his brother's shadow any longer.
So though he might want the power in season 2, we might see that he's not truly against his brother like we think for his own gain, that he might come back to being with
there is the question, which is the spoiler question, which you're not going to get anything from me because you think you want to know, but I know you don't. And no one wants to know because they're going to watch it and they're going to be shocked. That's what I can say.
So when you guys get the scripts, do you root for your character to get a one-up on the other one? Are you excited to see if Rollo can take down Ragnar?
No, I get really excited about our relationship because I think it's a really complex relationship. What's nice about me and Travis is we both got brothers, so we both come from different ways, and I really enjoy exploring that relationship as well. So it's just as painful as it is exciting.
I don't want to fight. Ragnar doesn't want to fight for many reasons, and he's scared he'll lose.
And that's the thing, is that Rollo may not be as clever as a general, to say, as Ragnar, but he is a force of nature to the and you don't really want to fight against him. So it's kind of a battle of brawn and wits, and one guy's got their hand on one side, the other guy's got their hand on the other.
So in season 2, how will Ragnar work to consolidate his power and expand his empire?
Well, season 2, at the end, we lost a lot of young men with the plague and that, so it takes a bit of time to rebuild armies and that sort of stuff. And yeah, but his goal is still to go west. He wants to provide for his society. He wants a better life for everybody. For his community. He won't stop trying to improve their lifestyle.
It's an interesting place we're at the moment with the scripts, because I'm starting to see parallels to, because the Vikings aren't superheroes. When they go on the raids, every time they go on a raid, they bring less men home. There's a generation of men, especially after the plague, there's missing, and it reminds me of after Vietnam. And there's a certain generation of men that were just lost, and you've got women and children and old men left. How you rebuild society, and how you rebuild to stay strong, to keep raiding and travelling west and exploring. It's a really interesting place we're at the moment.
We will see raids in this season.
You'll see plenty of raids this season.
Ragnar went off and had a sexcapade, I could say, and resulted in a unborn child that's coming. And his son now has a bit of conflict. How far into season 2 are we gonna, and how much are we gonna see the conflict between your son with you, in the result of having
conflict from the first scene in this next season. The second one. The shows is full of conflict all the time. And later on my boy will understand that Ragnar really wants a legacy, you know, and he couldn't have any more children with legacy. You know, they've been trying, and then he thought it was a sign from the gods that eventually had the miscarriage, and he wants to have more children. Can't hate him too much for that. And it's in the history book, so he's got to, you know, we've got to keep it true to history. He had a couple of wives, and he had lots of children. He went on and did even better things than he did. But yeah, the kid's great. That little kid, we're making that toy. He's great little actor. He's so good to work with.
Can you say how many episodes you've got so far?
We've just finished 2 episodes. We're starting episode 3 when we get home.
So in the Viking culture, if he has children out of wedlock, those children are still considered like his legitimate children, and they can be his heirs and all that.
To me, I'm not sure if marriage is true. It seems like such a Christian thing. I'm not sure if they actually got married. I'm not exactly sure the history. The Vikings got married? I think
The Vikings invented the honeymoon.
Did they?
Yeah, the honeymoon.
Well played, Vikings. I was on my honeymoon with that.
Oh yeah, several times apparently.
Really?
The honey mead of the drink, and they drink over the moons, the changing of the moons, and that it increased fertility.
It's got nothing to do with the sex.
Yeah, fertility. So
That's not how you envision and play the character.
No,
right?
that's exactly. That was honeymoon.
Well, how is Ragnar? Can you just give us a hint as to Ragnar and Lagerthur's relationship at the beginning of the season? I mean,
they're going to try to do everything they can to work it out. But there's a lot of issues between them, and there's going to be a lot of conflict in the whole season. You know, we'll never know if we're together or not together, or if she kills me, or. Yeah. She doesn't have
this
much
guy
of a
is in
sense of
every scene, and for the last week he's been in the first in, the last to leave, and when we get back tomorrow he's the first in, the last to leave, so it gives him that, and he's had a big day.
How much information are you given for each of your characters' journeys? Do you know everything, or do you just kind of find out at the end?
It's in the script.
I think as an actor, it's the way it should be. You should be kind of given the scripts as you go along, and your job is just to facilitate the writer's writing. Otherwise, actors get too big for their boots and they start going, well, this is meant to happen. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice to be able to make those decisions as they come, just like life. You get choices, and you suddenly go, all right, I'm going in this direction. It's been quite exciting to get each script and flip to the end and see the dead.
What about the choreography, fighting choreography, and how rigorous? And I guess season 2 we're going to be doing more of that.
Yeah, but the teaser just out there, that battle scene, we had 60 stunt guys on each side in a day, and it was just 3 days shoot, and they're out there all day. The stunt guys work so hard, and we're really lucky to have the best of the best that are flown in from all over the place, and that's all down to Franklin Henson and Richard Ryan, our 2 stunt choreographers, because they've worked on massive movies like Sherlock Holmes and Troy and things like that. Now bringing all that kind of knowledge and skill into our shows, so we're really lucky to have that preparation. Because some shows you don't really get given the sword 2 seconds before, and people don't know how to shoot the battle, and so they've got it down with Vikings, they know exactly where the camera. To get the camera behind the shield wall as well. It's not just about mindless violence, it's about seeing the whites of someone's eyes, the fear in their eyes, and getting right down there and just seeing someone get the whole battle, an arm get eviscerated right in front of you, rather than it just being a shaky camera and just seeing body parts swinging across the lens.